mute woman Xiao Hua, thrown up the mountain by human traffickers. They want her to protect herself. Luckily, she woke up from her coma before dark. Avoid the fate of being eaten by wild animals. To prevent her escape, the traffickers tie her hands tightly with tape. Xiao Hua has no other tools. She could only use her teeth to save herself. With his tireless efforts, the tape on her hand was quickly chewed off, even though Tiu Hoa had removed the tape on her hand. But bigger challenges still await her. She must be in this strange forest. Find your way home. This must have been very difficult for her, because she doesn't even know where she is. Which direction is the house facing? At the same time, Jack also brought hunting dogs, searching for traces of Tiu Hoa on the mountain. With the help of the hounds, Jack quickly discovered the clue. A video used by a trafficker, found out by Jack. Jack turned on the phone. Jack studied the borders on the map. Jack, try this. Find the path of Tiu Hoa. Surprisingly, Jack was surprised. Jack had foreseen the escape route of the traffickers very well. After walking for a long time, the last two traffickers could go no further. While resting, one of the men called the accomplice's phone number. Prepare to welcome them. Jack comes from a different path. Jack heard a baby cry in the distance. Jack realizes that the bad guys are ahead. Jack sent his colleagues to search thoroughly, finding the origin of sound. Confirm the person in front. After the person you want to catch. Jack and his colleagues suddenly jumped out of the grass. Pounce on the two bad guys. Unexpected bad guy. No time to run. When they come to their senses, was pinned to the ground by Jack and his colleagues. After tying the bad guy's hands, Jack returned and rescued them. Two children were kidnapped by them. Jack did not see Tiu Hoa's shadow. Jack immediately asked the two traffickers. The trafficker had no intention of opening his mouth, but the boy next to Jack tell the story of Tiu Hoa's place. It turned out that while Jack was taking a break from lighting the stove, Xiao Hua is still with them, but on the way to escape. Because Tiu Hoa is not cooperating, traffickers took action against her. Tiu Hoa has not eaten for 2 or 3 days. Pushed by traffickers, she fainted and fell to the ground. The bad guys found it too much trouble to take her around. Just leave her there. Leave her alone. This is the starting scene of the video. After listening to the boy tell the story, Jack and the others took the traffickers to the scene of the incident. It's just that there's no sign of Tiu Hoa here. Although Jack was very angry, Jack also doubted what the traffickers said. But the boy proved it. Jack also knew that the traffickers did not lie to Jack. Jack, who searched for Xiao Hua in vain. Jack had no choice but to take it back to the traffickers first. After being locked up by traffickers, Jack has to settle down first. 2 children kidnapped. Good Jack decided to bring the child home first. And Jack's colleague, it is to help find the child's family. Jack just walked in the door. Mother-in-law one. What she cares about most, or the whereabouts of the daughter, is Tiu Hoa. Even though Jack didn't want to say it. The cruel truth of Little Flower. But Jack had to tell his mother-in-law the truth. Mother-in-law learned that Xiao Hua could not be rescued together. Mother-in-law sad and her heart broken. There are things that mother-in-law cannot accept. Hug the pillar and cry miserably. Watch this scene. Jack quickly comforted his mother-in-law. Jack promised his mother-in-law Jack will definitely find it for Tiu Hoa. Although finding Xiao Hua was urgent. But as a policeman, Jack can't just worry about Tiu Hoa either. So Jack give the youngest child to mother-in-law care. And Jack himself. Jack wants to send another child home. Little Flower at this time still looking for the way home deep in the mountains. She hasn't eaten for 2 or 3 days. Physical strength is almost exhausted. If she can't get out before dark, she will face great danger. What do you think about this situation? Let's wait for the latest episode.